based on compassion, you can't go wrong. It lasts the test of time. So we should all be more compassionate.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and your final one, which is improving your mental toughness through mindfulness. So, I mean, we're going to take another time to do a longer mindfulness session. But if you could encapsulate that for us, what would that look like?
So mindfulness itself is obviously it's in the title. So it's all about the mind. And for me, there are three key cognitive processes in mindfulness. That is attention, thoughts, and awareness. So one of the things that I would like to do with people is to do a mindfulness meditation, where I'd ask you to close your eyes and just focus on your breath. But what you'll find is that the minute that you try to focus on something, okay, so you focus on your breath, as soon as you start to focus on your breath, thoughts come into your head. Random thoughts like, doesn't he look like Idris Elba? Or doesn't he sound like Frank Grillo or something else? You know, these thoughts, just random thoughts come into your head.
Yeah.
And this is where the awareness kicks in. You've got to be aware of what's happening in your mind. And once you notice you're not focusing on your breath, you gently bring it back to the breathing. And that exercise increases what I call your awareness muscle.
I was going to say, it's like a muscle, it needs to be trained.
Yes, it's like if you're down the gym and you're pulling those weights up and down like that, that's equivalent to you noticing that you're not focusing on your breath, your mind is wandered somewhere, and then bringing it gently back. It's that process of going backwards and forwards. That's mindfulness. So I don't beat myself up if I have these thoughts, because you need to have the thoughts. You need to have them there for you to be aware of them, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
And so that's mindfulness. In my session, I would there do two things. One, do a breathing exercise, where I would do two different types of breathing exercise. One would be deep breathing. It's a technique for deep breathing, and rhythmic breathing. So rhythmic breathing, what that's do, remember I was talking about stress and the fight-flight response?
Yeah.
One of the first things that happens when you get stressed is your frontal lobe gets closed down, and the frontal lobe is where you do your rational thinking. It gets closed down because you can imagine if there's a lion coming at you, not that happens, or something's coming at you, you don't want to be thinking about Shakespeare. You don't want to be thinking about the flowers. You don't want to be thinking about the beautiful sky. You just want to focus on getting out of there. And that's what we're designed to do.
Yeah.
So what the breathing does is the heart actually sends 7 times more information to the brain than the other way around.
Yeah.
And the heart says to the brain, hey, we're kind, we're good. We're calm. And the brain then reopens up the frontal lobe, and you can think rationally again.
Yeah, wow. Well, after we did our first live session, and you gave me a little bit of a tip on mindfulness. So I'll be honest with all the watchers today. So I've tried. So what was going on for me today is that music. So at the beginning of the session, I was like, I could hear that music and it felt really loud. So I was really trying to push it to the back. So I'm not perfect, but I am learning, and it's the muscle that I did expand that muscle today a little bit. So, well, that's just great, Frank. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you with us today. I think it's just been so interesting to hear you, and it's lovely to get to know you more and to do these events. So we will do some more together. But I think we got a couple of questions, but I'm going to leave those for another time.
Okay.
And I'm sure we've got other sessions that we can run in the future. But it's been an absolute. And the sun has come out, so it's been fun to be live at 5. I know. So, what are your final thoughts, Frank?
So my final thoughts is that I just hope that people can, when they hear this, will want to be more compassionate and more reasonable to each other and treat each other kindly.
Yeah.
I think that would be my message, actually.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'll see if I can be kind to you. Can't promise anything. But listen, we did it again. We've done another live. We're living and learning. And thanks so much to everyone who's watched us today. Please feel free to put. I am going to just check if there's some comments. So just bear with me because I need my glasses.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I think, it's absolutely. It's been really fun to be part of that, and we'll do some more another time.
Okay, excellent. I look forward to it. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Frank.
Thank you.